A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. It's Tuesday, May 2nd. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. A proposal to create a state monitor to oversee the Orange County Industrial Development Agency is included in the state budget, Senator James Skoufis said yesterday. He proposed the plan months ago because of what he said is mismanagement by the agency.
This Orange County IDA is so far off the rails, you can't even see the rails anymore. They have no respect whatsoever for taxpayers. They cut bad deal after bad deal after bad deal.
Orange County Industrial Development Agency Executive Director Bill Fioravanti says Senator James Skoufis' successful effort to have a state monitor appointed to oversee the agency is ridiculous and completely unnecessary. Skoufis says he pushed for the measure because the IDA board, in his words, cuts bad deal after bad deal for the taxpayer. Fioravanti, meanwhile, says the senator's proposal is completely unnecessary.
This is just the latest example of the senator's, the fact that the senator detests tax incentives as an economic development tool, and he's determined to destroy IDAs here and around the state. I think this is a bad day for the economy of Orange County and New York State because this is only going to further help drive commercial out of New York.
The monitor will make the state even less competitive with neighboring states, Fioravanti says. The city of Middletown has hired a consultant to begin preliminary planning for a new transportation center. Mayor Joseph DeStefano says the project will be a joint venture by the city and Orange County government.
There's infrastructure money available with the state, with housing, transportation money through the county. There's already $7.5 million appropriated to the project from the county. So we want to have a professional planner come in, do the write-ups and the layouts, and give us options for development in that area.
Several years ago, Coach USA Shortline Bus Company had planned to develop the center, but the current ownership of the bus company declined to do it. A 56-year-old Liberty man who has 9 prior felony convictions, including 7 for burglary, was sentenced in Sullivan County Court to 15 years to life in prison for his conviction for felony burglary. Ralph Sparks was found guilty on April 28th of unlawfully entering a residence in Liberty on February 28, 2022, and stealing jewelry and cash. More news right after this.
Find over 100 retailers allowing you to spend hours shopping safely at the Galleria at Crystal Run. Enjoy the big brands and the diverse selection of family-owned stores all in one location. The Galleria at Crystal Run offers dining options for everyone with Fuji 110 Grill, Allen's Mediterranean Grill, and Peru Cuisine. Discover the Mid-Hudson Valley's premier shopping, dining, and entertainment destination, the Galleria at Crystal Run. For more information, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or visit GalleriaCrystalRun.com.
2 New York City men have been arrested after they were stopped by state troopers patrolling on the thruway in the town of Plattekill. The men, identified as 39-year-old Anthony Henry of Queens, who gave police another name and date of birth, and 26-year-old Jonathan Persaud of Jamaica, were found in possession of 32 grams of cocaine hidden in the vehicle when stopped at about 10:30 at night on April 26th. Both men were charged with 2 counts of drug possession, 1 with intent to sell. Henry was also charged with criminal impersonation. They were each arraigned and remanded to the Ulster County Jail. The Catskill Mountain Railroad is beginning its 40th season of operation, and last year the railroad carried a total of almost 47,000 passengers, making 2022 its busiest year to date. The railroad is one of the major tourist attractions in the area, and officials report that 87% of the customers come from outside Ulster County, and the economic impact on the Ulster County area is at least $4.7 million. The railroad is also a growing employer, hiring 74 people in 2022. Job descriptions range from track repair, train operations, ticketing, and gift shop employment. 37-year-old Wimmery Rosa was arrested early Monday after allegedly stabbing a person at a residence and leading state police on a chase through town, including driving through backyards of homes. The incident unfolded just after midnight. Police were called to a Katy Road residence for a victim stabbed in the leg. It was reported the suspect had fled the scene in a vehicle. State police located the vehicle and attempted to stop it. The driver didn't comply and raced north on All Angels Hills Road, went south, and then crossed over Widmer Road. When the driver crossed over, she turned the headlights off and continued to flee. The suspect still was being pursued, traveling north on New Hackensack Road and then on Jackson Road before reversing direction and heading down New Hackensack Road to Route 9. She was finally apprehended. Rosa was charged with felony assault for the stabbing and fleeing an officer in a motor vehicle and criminal possession of a controlled substance. She was issued an appearance ticket for a future court date. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.